Have you ever stopped to think that maybe what is missing in your life not be luck, nor opportunity, but the way you talk to the universe? Believe me, there are words capable of opening invisible doors, attracting money, changing relationships, and completely transforming the course of your life. And that's exactly what you'll discover in the next few minutes. This isn't just another positive thinking video. Here, you'll understand how to order the universe to work in your favor, how to make him listen to you and obey your words, and most impressively, it works even when everything seems lost. How many times have you tried to change your life and nothing has happened? You've prayed, repeated, made promises, and still been stuck with the same problems. What no one told you is that there is a right way to talk to the universe, and when you speak the right way, the impossible begins to move. You will learn a method used by people who understood the hidden power of the word and were able to manifest money, opportunities, love, and miracles that seemed out of reach. What I'm going to reveal to you here is direct, simple, and powerful. It's not theory, it's spiritual practice in action. If you apply what you're going to hear today, you will notice strange coincidences. The right people showing up, bills being paid, doors opening. So get ready, because what you're about to discover could be the turning point between continuing to ask and finally receive the impossible. Comment here I. Command, so the universe can start listening to you. Now you understand why the universe was never against you. It was just waiting for you to speak the right way. This knowledge changes everything. Your relationship with money, opportunities, and the power that lies within you. After hearing this, nothing will ever be the same again. So it makes sense for you to continue this journey with us. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to receive more messages that awaken your strength, align your mind with prosperity, and put your life under the control of the right energy. This is just the beginning of the change you asked the universe for. Have you ever noticed that most people talk about the things they want, but the tone is always one of lack? I want a better job. I need money. I hope it works out. All of this seems innocent, but that's exactly where the error lies. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you affirm with certainty. And when you speak with doubt, fear, or a sense of scarcity, the universe understands that this is your truth and gives you more of it. That's why, even when trying to think positively, so many people remain stuck in the same place. The secret isn't asking, it's declaring. And declaring is much more than repeating words. It's putting intention, emotion, and truth into each one. When you speak with conviction, it's like pressing an invisible button that changes the energy around you. And most powerfully, it starts happening the moment you speak. What many people still don't understand is that words aren't just sounds, they're vibrations. Every time you say, I can't, it's difficult, I don't think it's going to work, you create an energetic order that spreads throughout the universe like a blocking frequency. But when you speak with faith, as if giving a spiritual command, the universe obeys. It's as if you were saying, now it's like this, and that's it. And, incredible as it may seem, things begin to reorganize themselves to confirm what you just said. People appear, situations change, opportunities arise. The problem is that almost no one sustains this faith in their words. They speak with conviction one day and the next, they're back to complaining, nullifying everything they've built energetically. That's why you need to start observing yourself. Every word you say is a brick in the castle of your reality, and what you're building depends on what comes out of your mouth. Let me tell you something. The universe doesn't understand irony nor manner of speech. It understands vibration. So, when you jokingly say you're broke, tired, or unlucky, the vibration doesn't know it's a joke. It simply obeys. Therefore, from today on, every sentence you make needs to be chosen as if choosing the future. If you want prosperity, speak prosperity. If you want love, speak love. If you want health, speak health. And it's not about repeating like a robot, it's about feeling what you say, about affirming it like someone who already has it. Because the moment you speak with faith, something inside you changes. Fear gives way to confidence, and that's exactly where the miracle begins to form. It may seem simple, but the power is in repetition. Speak, declare, reinforce. Each word is a seed, and the more you repeat with truth, the faster the universe blossoms the result. You want to know the most curious thing? The most successful people you know do it without even realizing it. They have a different speech pattern. Instead of, it won't work, they say, I'll find a way. Instead of "it's hard," they say "I'm learning." Instead of "I wish," they say "I'll get there." It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Because the universe only understands action and certainty. It doesn't move with doubt. And the truth is, when you start changing the way you speak, your energy changes along with it. People look at you differently. You start thinking differently, and suddenly things that previously seemed distant start to happen naturally. It's almost magical, but it's pure vibration. Speaking correctly is aligning yourself with the right energy, and that's not luck, it's law. Now tell me something. How many times have you used words against yourself without realizing it? How many times have you said you never have money, that life is hard, that nothing works out? These phrases are like energetic contracts you sign without reading them. And until you tear up these contracts, nothing changes. So today here, you will start rewriting your story with new words. Statements like, "Money loves me," "The universe works in my favor," "Everything I need is already coming to me." It may seem strange at first, but the more you say them, the more natural they become. And the more natural they become, the stronger the vibration. This is how the impossible begins to seem obvious. And that's precisely why today's content is so important. Because it's not enough to believe that the universe is powerful. You need to understand how to communicate with it. Every sentence you utter is a command, and now you'll learn to give those commands consciously. Start observing everything you say now, because the universe is listening all the time. And from the moment you understand this, you begin to take control of your own reality. It's almost scary at first, because you realize that you created many of your difficulties simply by the way you spoke about them. But the good news is that the same power that created the problem can create the solution. What you'll learn in the next few minutes is the step-by-step process for transforming words into concrete results. Money in your pocket, opportunities in life, and peace of mind. And this isn't about magic, it's about natural law. Everything you speak with faith and repeat with conviction manifests, because the energy of certainty is irresistible. This is how you begin to make the universe work for you, not against you. Now comment on the word here, order, to affirm that from today on your words are decrees of power. And prepare your heart, because in the next step, you will discover the real secret behind making the universe obey you. You know when you say something with such certainty that it feels like the whole world aligns to make it happen. That's the true power of conviction. It's not about repeating pretty phrases hoping something magical will happen. It's about speaking with faith, with authority, with the feeling that what you're saying is already reality. The universe doesn't respond to those who doubt. It responds to those who affirm with their heart. When you speak with fear, the universe captures fear. When you speak with faith, the universe captures certainty. And the vibration of certainty is irresistible. It shifts the energy field around you, attracting situations, people, and opportunities that perfectly match what you declared. That's why sometimes all it takes is a firm decision to change everything. Because conviction is an invisible force that makes the impossible reorganize itself until it becomes possible. The problem is that many people try to manifest with their mouths, but sabotage them with their minds. They say, "I can do it," but deep down their thoughts are, "I doubt it," and the universe isn't confused. It senses what you truly vibrate. Therefore, there's no point repeating powerful words if you're feeling doubt. You need to align your speech, your mind and your heart on the same frequency. When everything within you vibrates in the same direction, the universe has no choice but to obey. It's as if life is saying, "Okay, it's ready, now deliver." And it does. This is where miracles happen, not by chance but by alignment. The energy of words meets the energy of emotions, and together they form a wave so powerful that it begins to change your reality. What few people understand is that this alignment isn't forced, it's built. It happens when you begin to feel what it would be like to live what you're affirming. Want prosperity? Feel the comfort of having your bills paid, the security of seeing money coming in, the joy of being able to help someone. This emotion fuels your words. When you say, "I am prosperous," and your body vibrates as if it already is, the universe understands the message. It's like sending a request with no room for error. It's not a maybe, it's already happened. And it's precisely this feeling of "it's already mine" that opens the way. But look how interesting. The more you try to control the outcome, the more you show the universe that you doubt it. It's like planting a seed and digging in the soil every day to see if it's growing. This kills the process. What makes the seed sprout is trust. And in life, it's the same. You speak, feel, and then trust. You trust that the energy has been sent and that the answer is already coming. This is the secret of those who manifest with ease. They don't ask, they declare. And then they act as if they already have it. It's this acting as if you already have it that creates the magnetic field of fulfillment. The universe loves those who believe, because this faith moves the energy of creation. Many people say they want to change their lives, but they continue to speak as if they don't believe they deserve it. And that's the biggest obstacle. It's not work, it's not money. It's the lack of alignment between what you say and what you feel. When you feel fear and speak faith, the universe chooses fear. When you feel faith and speak faith, the universe chooses you. That's why transformation begins within. Before you try to change the world, you need to change your vibration. And that's something only you can do. It's simple yet powerful. It all starts with what you choose to affirm and how true you feel it is. And this is where it all gets interesting. Because when you begin to align your words with your desire, the universe begins to test how much you truly believe. Small situations appear, not to hinder you, but to test you. And this is where the secret that many people have never heard comes in, the one that differentiates those who manifest quickly from those who never see results. But before I tell you that, comment here. I align. To seal that from today on, your words and feelings will vibrate in the same direction, because it is at this exact point that the universe begins to truly obey you. You may be declaring prosperity, love and abundance every day, but if you still use words that block the flow of what you're asking for, the universe simply freezes. And the worst part, it doesn't do this maliciously. It's simply obeying its own vibration. Negative words are like invisible walls that prevent the miracle from reaching you. Every time you say, "This is difficult, I don't think it will work, I have no luck," you're sending an order that runs counter to what you want. It's as if you're asking for a blessing and, in the next sentence, cancelling the request. This is why many people live in a cycle of attempts and frustrations. They affirm something beautiful, but then immediately cancel it with words of doubt. The universe doesn't know which command to follow, so it simply stops, waiting for clarity. The big change begins when you do a real verbal cleanup. It's when you decide to permanently eliminate the words that no longer serve you. You know that habit of complaining about everything. This bill is expensive. Nobody helps me. Nothing works for me. All of these need to be removed from your vocabulary because each of these phrases reinforces the vibration of scarcity. And the more you say it, the more you create. It's like leaving a faucet running that only releases blocked energy. The secret is to replace it. Whenever the urge to complain arises, replace it with something that directs the right energy. For example, instead of "it's hard," say "I'm learning to deal with this better." Instead of "I don't have any money," say "my money is coming and it's coming easily and steadily." You're not lying. You're creating a new energetic pattern. And this is real. The way you speak changes how your brain and the universe interpret your life. When you speak negatively, your brain goes into defense mode, closing the doors to creativity and solutions. But when you speak positively, it opens the door to opportunities. The universe works the same way. Words are codes, and these codes either block or release the flow of prosperity. Therefore, starting today, your mission is to monitor what comes out of your mouth. Think before you speak. Feel the weight of the sentence. Ask yourself, does this word build or destroy what I want? If it destroys, it replaces it. This awareness changes everything, and the impact is immediate. It may seem like an exaggeration, but try spending an entire day without saying anything negative, without complaining, without dramatizing, without putting yourself down. You'll feel a huge difference. You'll notice the atmosphere feeling lighter, people treating you better, ideas flowing more clearly. It's as if the universe finally has space to act. Because while you say things that vibrate low, it can't deliver what vibrates high. Prosperity doesn't enter a heart and mouth that only repeats scarcity. You need to create vibrational space for the new to enter, and that starts with each word. So make a commitment now. Every time you notice a blocking word slipping out, correct it immediately. Transform the sentence, turn it into a decree of power. With each correction, you reprogram your mind and show the universe that you're ready to speak the language of abundance. And the more you speak this new language, the more it becomes natural. You'll find that there comes a time when the right words come automatically, effortlessly. That's when the magic happens, when the power of speech becomes your new default. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? You don't need to change the whole world to see results, just change the way you speak to it. Because the universe is like an echo. What you send out comes back. If you speak fear, fear returns. If you speak faith, faith finds you, so comment here. I speak light to seal that from today on your mouth is an instrument of prosperity. And stay tuned, because in the next step you will understand the secret that transforms simple words into decrees of instant manifestation. This is where everything really starts to move. Now comes the point that changes everything. Speakings, as if I had already received it. This is the turning point that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Most people speak to the universe asking, begging, hoping for something to come from outside. But the secret is the opposite. It's speaking with the energy of those who already have. When you speak asking, the universe understands that you're lacking. When you speak thanking, it understands that you already have and begins to adjust everything so that the visible world matches your inner state. That's why true power lies not in asking, but in giving thanks before even seeing the result. Gratitude is the signal that the universe understands as done. Think about it. When you give thanks for something, it's because you believe it's already yours. You wouldn't give thanks for something you doubt, right? So, when you give thanks for something that hasn't happened yet, you're telling the universe, I already know it's coming, I trust you. And this kind of faith is magnetic. It changes energy instantly. People start showing up, doors open, situations get resolved. It's not a coincidence, it's a vibrational response. The universe works like a mirror. It reflects what you feel most strongly. If you vibrate gratitude, it gives you more reasons to be grateful. And the more you give thanks, the faster the impossible materializes. The most common mistake is to give half-hearted thanks with the mindset of I hope it happens. This is still disguised doubt. True gratitude is when you feel joy as if you've already received it. It's closing your eyes and feeling the money coming in, the problem solved, the relationship healed, the body healthy. It's creating within yourself the emotion of the result. Because, energetically, emotion is the signal that creates reality. The word affirms, but the feeling confirms. When the two align, the miracle has no choice. It must happen. And the most incredible thing is that this doesn't depend on time or logic. When the vibration of gratitude is constant, manifestation happens in unpredictable ways. Sometimes the money you needed comes from an unexpected sale. Sometimes someone makes you a life-changing proposal. Sometimes a seemingly hopeless problem resolves itself. It's the universe responding to your new frequency. Your thank you is a cosmic password. It unlocks paths that were blocked by doubt and complaint. Many people think that giving thanks is simple, but it's one of the most powerful practices there is. It's spiritual, mental, and energetic all at once. When you give thanks before seeing, you're saying, I trust, I know it will work out, and I'm ready to receive. This changes everything, because the universe only delivers what it finds space for. And the space of gratitude is clean, open, and prepared. The space of worry, on the other hand, is full of fear, anxiety, and haste. And fear screams so loudly that the universe can't hear your request. That's why calm and gratitude go hand in hand. Those who trust, give thanks. Those who give thanks, receive. So, from today on, every time you want something, change your approach. Don't say I want prosperity, say I'm grateful for the prosperity already flowing into my life. Don't say I need help, say thank you because the right answers are coming now. Do this several times a day, morning, night, while walking, while showering. Give thanks as if you're celebrating something that just happened. At first, your brain may resist, it may find it strange, but persist. Soon you'll feel your vibration changing. Things will start to flow, and you'll notice that the impossible begins to become commonplace. And look, when this starts to happen, don't doubt. Receive, acknowledge, celebrate. This shows the universe that you understand the process, that you no longer need to cry and ask, but speak. With power, conviction, and gratitude. Because those who give thanks before seeing prove they already understand the law, and the universe only obeys those who live on the frequency of certainty. Now comment on the word here. I receive, to decree that you are ready to give thanks before you see, and prepared to receive what is already yours by divine right, because the next step will show you what happens when the universe begins to move behind the scenes after you speak with this new energy. This is the moment when everything inside you needs to stop. After speaking, declaring, and giving thanks comes the most powerful and also the most difficult part: trust and wait for the invisible movement. The problem is that most people speak with faith for a day, and the next they start to doubt. They look around, see no results, and think, I guess it didn't work. And that's exactly when the miracle was about to happen, but it was interrupted. The universe doesn't work by clock time. It works by vibration. When you speak and give thanks, the energy begins to move behind the scenes. It's like planting a seed. You can't see what's happening underground, but the process is active, alive, transforming. But if you dig up the seed to see if it's growing, you kill the process. And that's what many people do. They don't trust the invisible. True power lies in speaking and then silencing doubt, calming the thought that insists on controlling everything. Because faith isn't about talking pretty. It's about maintaining certainty when nothing seems to be changing. Silence is the test of trust. It's in silence that you show the universe that you truly believe, even without evidence. And when you do this, the energy gains strength. You begin to notice small coincidences, signs, people who appear by chance, ideas that come out of nowhere. It's not chance, it's the universe responding, but in a language that isn't one of haste. Those who understand this language live in peace, knowing that what is yours is already on its way, and the time between request and manifestation is merely a period of preparation. While you wait, the key is to keep your vibration high. There's no point in asking for prosperity and spending the rest of the day complaining, counting coins, and doubting your own luck. That's like pressing the brake and the accelerator at the same time. Let the process flow. Do your part, but without despair. Energy needs space to act, and fear occupies that space. When you surrender, let go, and believe that the universe knows the fastest way, things happen in ways you never would have imagined. Sometimes, money comes from an unexpected source. A problem resolves itself. Someone approaches you with an opportunity. It's as if life begins to silently conspire, and it's in this silence that you grow, because it's easy to have faith when everything is going right. It's hard to stay calm when it seems like nothing is changing, but that's precisely where your vibration is honed. It's in that moment that you let go of control and learn to truly trust. When you understand that waiting isn't a punishment, but part of the process, everything changes. You stop forcing and start flowing. And the universe loves those who flow because this energy is light, open, and creative. It's in it that miracles find space to manifest. So, the next time anxiety hits and your mind starts demanding results, take a deep breath and tell yourself, the universe is already working even if I can't see it. This phrase is powerful. It calms the heart and keeps energy in the right place. Remember, the invisible movement is the most important. That's where the miracle begins, out of sight, but very close to the heart. Comment here, I trust. To seal that from today on, you will allow the universe to work while you rest in faith, because in the next step, you will understand what happens when everything seems to fall apart, and why this is the moment when the impossible finally becomes inevitable. This is the point at which many people give up, when everything seems to be getting worse, when doors close and the universe's silence feels like punishment. But that's precisely where the true test occurs. The universe wants to know if you speak with faith only when everything is going well, or if you remain steadfast even when nothing seems to be working. Because it's easy to declare prosperity when the money is flowing in, but the real power lies in continuing to declare abundance when the account is empty. It's in this contrast that the energy of manifestation is consolidated. When you speak light into the darkness, the universe understands that you are ready to receive what you asked for, because now your faith is unshakable. What few people realize is that before any manifestation, there's an apparent chaos. It seems like everything is going in the opposite direction, but it's just the old being removed to make way for the new. It's like renovating a house. Before it looks beautiful, it becomes full of dust, debris, and noise. The same happens in your spiritual life. When you speak with power, old energies of fear, scarcity, and doubt begin to dissolve, and this creates discomfort. Things seem to be falling apart, but in fact they're reorganizing. The worst part is that the ego doesn't understand this. It wants control, it wants proof, it wants immediate results. But the universe isn't driven by ego, it's driven by trust. So when the storm comes, stand firm. Keep saying what you want to see, not what you're seeing. Say, I am blessed, even when everything seems to be falling apart. Say, I have abundance, even when the balance is negative. Say, I am guided, even when you don't know the next step. Because it's in this constancy that the vibration solidifies. Each time you reaffirm your faith, the energy of doubt loses strength. And there comes a time when faith is so real within you that the outside world has no choice but to reflect this certainty. That's when the impossible happens, not because you insisted, but because you remained vibrating at the right frequency when everything else tried to knock you off. And pay attention, when you reach this point, the universe will send you signs. People will say seemingly simple phrases to you, a song will play at just the right time, a solution will appear out of nowhere. This is no coincidence. They are subtle responses saying, you pass the test. And those who pass this test receive it, because the universe only delivers the extraordinary to those who prove they can maintain faith even in the absence of proof. So, when discouragement strikes, remember, darkness is always a sign that the light is about to shine. This is the difference between those who give up and those who win. The chosen one doesn't just speak faith with their mouths, they live faith with their hearts, and that's why the universe obeys them, because their word is coherent, firm, and constant. When you reach this level of trust, life begins to respond with synchronicities, opportunities, and blessings that seem like miracles, but are actually just a reflection of your vibrational persistence. So, comment here, I remain, to declare that, no matter what happens, you will continue to speak light, even in the darkness, because what comes after this point is the true secret of those who transform pain into destiny. And that's when the universe reveals the purpose behind everything you've experienced so far. Now you understand the power of the words that come out of your mouth. This content opened a new perception within you. It showed that the universe isn't distant. It responds to every sentence, every emotion, and every declaration you make. And if you've felt this shift so far, if you've realized that you can transform your reality simply by changing the way you speak, then you've already taken a huge step toward prosperity and the life you've always wanted. What you learned today can free many people who still live trapped in doubt, fear, and scarcity. So like this video and subscribe to the channel, because when you do, you help this message reach those who also need to understand that they have power over their own destiny. Comment the word here, transformation, to affirm that your life is changing from today onwards and that you will continue vibrating at this new frequency. And prepare your heart, because the next video will show you something even more profound. What happens when the universe begins to use you as a direct channel of abundance? What comes next is the step that separates those who believe from those who truly manifest.